Hello children. Now today we are going to discuss absorption of food in the small intestine. Digestion is over. Now children, in lower part of the small intestine, the walls of the intestine, there are several outgrowths are there, finger like outgrowths are there, and we call these microvilli. Microvilli or villi. One is called villus. What is the function of villi? It increases the surface area so that more absorption of digested food can take place. And inside the villus there is a very good supply of blood vessel. This digested food goes into the blood vessel through semi-permeable membrane. Now from the blood it goes to all parts of the body. Okay, each villus has a network of fine blood capillaries close to the surface. The food absorbed on the surface of the villus passes into the blood in the capillaries. Now children, after this goes to all part of the body, then what happened? Assimilation of the food takes place. What is assimilation? Assimilation of food takes place after this. The food absorbed into the blood is transported to different parts of the body. Okay, different parts of the body. It is used there. Like first, as I told you, sugar releases energy. In each cell, sugar is broken down by oxygen and it releases energy. Second is amino acid was there in the blood. This amino acid also these amino acids, they go to the each cell, and there the formation of protein takes place from these amino acids. Now third thing, fatty acid and glycerol, they are stored under our skin for future use. Fatty acids and glycerols for future use. Okay, so this is what assimilation. Now next is last step is egestion. Last step is egestion. Not all food we eat get digested. Okay, some part is what undigested, and children, as I told you, all the food cannot be digested or absorbed. The food that cannot be digested is remain there in the small intestine. It goes to the large intestine. Okay, moves from the small intestine to a wide tube that is called large intestine. It is wide. Okay, large intestine. The most of the water present in the food is absorbed here. Most of the water present in the waste food is absorbed here. The waste food, which is now almost solid, is stored in the last part of the intestine. And what do we call that last part? Rectum. Okay, it is stored in the rectum. It is then passes out from the body called anus. Last, egestion takes place through anus. Okay children, so this is what digestion in human being. Now children, we are going to discuss about nutrition in ruminant. Actually, cows and some other plant eating animals like goat, deer swallow their food after chewing. Once they bring back the swallowed food into the mouth and chewed it again, this is called rumination. So I am again telling you, a plant eating animal that bring back swallowed food into the mouth to chew it again is called ruminate, and this process is called rumination. In ruminants also the same steps take place. Ingestion. First is ingestion. The food is ingested with the help of tongue and chewed. Ruminants have sharp incisors and large molars to bite and chew grass. They also have powerful jaw muscles. Now children, second step, digestion. After being chewed once, the food passes down the 2 to 3 feet long esophagus. The esophagus leads into the stomach. The stomach of ruminant has 4 chambers. The chambers are rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. Okay children, so the rumen helps in storing the large quantity of food that has been quickly consumed. The food is partially digested here in the rumen and that is now called cud. In rumen, what are we going to call the food? Cud. The cud is then brought back into the mouth for re-chewing and re-swallowing. This process is called chewing the cud. The rumen has billion of bacteria and protozoa which breaks down carbohydrate, a special kind of carbohydrate, that is cellulose. Okay, this digestion of cellulose does not take place in our body, it takes place in rumen. Okay. Then the food goes reticulum. The reticulum helps in moving the swallowed food back into the mouth for thorough chewing. From here it goes back to the mouth and again the food is chewed. The reticulum open into omasum. The omasum absorbs excess of water and the walls of abomasum secrete digestive juices like in our body. In stomach, digestive juices, hydrochloric acid and mucus is secreted by stomach. Same way it secrete, and the same manner digestion takes place as in our body. Up from here the food goes to the small intestine. Same manner the digestion takes place. Okay, and after that absorption takes place. Next step is after digestion absorption takes place. Like in our body absorption takes place, same manner in ruminant absorption takes place. Okay, the the small intestine after this lead to the large intestine. The main function of the large intestine to absorb water and eliminate the undigested food in the form of feces, or we can say fecal matter. So this way the digestion takes place in ruminant. Why they are special? Because they have 4-chambered stomach and the digestion of cellulose takes place and they bring back their half chewed food again into the mouth for re-chewing. That is called chewing the cud. Okay children?